Do you feel bad for this guy that he was bamboozled this way? What the hell? She's at this point. She was so sure that everybody will leave her that she didn't give a shit to say, okay, that looks good. This looks great. Let's post it. Freaking crazy. One woman do that. What some women do that? That is insane. FayeCoopsTV. So I hope I'm not late, to be talking about this, because the situation that is going on right now on TikTok, all over the internet, about the Scottish lady Kyra Cousins who faked her baby is crazy. It's crazy, and I will be reacting to it. I did not watch it. I saw something quick and I stopped it, and I said, my god, I need to make a video about this because it's insane. So we're gonna watch I think it's 3 clips. One is ConspiraTea. Shout out to her. Because she I think she's the one that explains this better. And then we're gonna go over to her friend talking about this, and she made like a mini series of 3 videos, but we're not gonna go through all of them. We're gonna just watch 2. But let's go, let's dive in. This is freaking crazy.
This girl from Scotland who tricked her entire family and baby daddy with a baby doll. This is Kyra Cousins. She is from Scotland, and she has caused quite the outrage on social media this week after making her family and friends believe that she was pregnant.
Oh my god, guys, can you imagine that happens in your home? My family is Puerto Rican. I'm Puerto Rican too, but my god, that will be the we say gossip bochinche, okay? Puerto Ricans, we say the gossip bochinches. That's going to be the bochinche of the year, okay? Nobody will forget about that for a decade or more.
And had given birth when her baby was actually a doll. They even had a gender reveal party where Kyra is being accused of wearing a prosthetic bump before pretending to give birth.
My god, that angle and that movement while you're pregnant. I remember my sister when she was pregnant on her baby shower. She was so freaking slow. My god. She does look pregnant, but the movements? My sister was super slow. I do remember that. Girl.
Parading around a plastic reborn doll named...
Do you feel bad for this guy that he was bamboozled this way? That is so crazy. Look, he looks genuinely happy to be of that. That of a silicone baby. Oh my god, so freaking crazy. One woman do that. What some women do that? That is insane.
Bonnie Lee Joyce to deceive those closest to her. The 22-year-old shared her baby announcement on social media earlier this month, claiming that she gave birth alone as Bonnie Lee arrived in the world on October 10th.
She gave birth alone? How? In her home or in a hospital? It was not in a hospital, but Miss Bonnie Lee Joyce Gardner. That is a nice name. Born in October 10, 25 at 2:46 a.m. If I want to know, if I ask my mom when exactly I was born, she doesn't remember. I have to go to my album. Don't remember shit. But, and even the pounds, like 5 pounds, even the weight. 5 pounds and 4 ounces. And the baby actually at that angle looks real, but this is insane.
5 pounds 4 ounces. In the weeks leading up to the birth, Kyra is showing photos of baby scans, videos of her lavish gender reveal party, along with footage of the baby kicking in her tummy, as well as a series of pictures of newborn clothes.
Come on. Come on. Come on. That looks that looks like a doll. It doesn't look real. Let me see what she posted here. All warm and wrapped up today, equally as cute. Thanks great grand and granddad for my share. I'm even opening my eyes to start being nosy in it. What the hell? She's at this point. She was so sure that everybody believes her that she didn't give a shit to say, okay, that looks good. This looks great. Let's post it. Let's post it.
Items bought by family and friends, including a $1,000 pram. He even posted about hospital appointments and complications with the baby, claiming that the baby had a heart defect. But outrage unfolded when Kara was outed online.
I think this is a friend. We're gonna react to her video, so coming soon, coming soon.
As a liar, and friends told how her family and the baby's father discovered that 6-day-old Bonnie Lee was a doll when her mother found the prop, the baby doll, lying on the floor in her bedroom. Screenshots of messages
Lying on the floor of bedroom, and this is a text message. Let's see what he said. FFS. You know what that means? For fuck's sake. And she said, something happened to Bonnie League, but I need someone here with me to explain things to you. So whatever I can, so you can, I can understand. I said, what? Bonnie Lee died, but you need to give me time to tell you everything, etc. etc. And I will promise. And he said, what the fuck? What the fuck? My God, what? I know, I understand this is 2025. We're so used to being dumped by text message, but this is like telling her baby died by text. That is diabolical, man. Why some women are like this? What the freaking hell? All right, so this is the friend. I don't know who she is, but let's react to it. And I want to highlight that there might be a little bit of repetition. I just wanted to show the conspiracies video first so we can have an idea of this situation. But let's watch what this person close to her friend, has to say about it.
And Kira cousins. So 8-9 months ago she texted me telling me that she was pregnant, and I was so happy for her. And she told me that Jamie didn't want to tell his mum, so she begged and begged Jamie to tell his mum that they were having this baby, and he begged her and begged her to get an abortion.
All right, off topic. Let me tell you, the Scottish people has the most beautiful accent. I love it. It sounds so sweet. I really love it. Love Scottish accent.
And anyway, a few weeks later, she ended up, or a few days later, she ended up texting Jamie's mum on her own, saying that they were having a baby and she was pregnant. And his mum wasn't happy because they'd only been getting to know each other for a month, but they were in
for a month
walk together.
So all this mega, operation, baby operation for a month relationship. This is insane. This is insane.
And anyway, so she announces it on Facebook, and everybody is so happy for her. Everybody believes Kira. And then 3-4 months go by, and she has a gender reveal, and everybody is at the gender reveal, both sides of the family at the gender reveal. And then she makes it a wee girl because Jamie's mum only has 3 grandsons.
Sorry, I think Jamie is the name of the guy. Okay, I don't know. Poor Jamie. I hope you sue her to oblivion, let me tell you.
Doesn't have any granddaughters.
I mean, not this lady. I'm talking about Kira. Kira the liar.
Grandsons. Her own mum believed that she was going to be a grand for the first time. She was so happy. And then 2 weeks after the gender reveal, she posts that the baby has a hole in its heart. And I genuinely believe she said that the baby has a hole in its heart, so in like a couple of weeks' time after the baby was born, she could have then said the baby had died if her cousin or mum didn't walk in and see that it was a doll. So...
Oh, okay. So the baby was born, and I think in the timeline it's a couple of days, and then the baby has the hole in her heart. She passed away. The baby passed away. But the mom found the doll on the floor. This is insane. This is insane.
Anyway, the 10th of October comes and I have 2 missed calls for her at 1:30 and I feel shit because I didn't answer it. The next morning, or that same morning, I wake up at 7:30 and I've got a text message for Kira saying, "Hi, it's Bonnie Lee. I was born at 2:46 a.m. I weigh £5 4 ounce, the exact same weight as my daddy when he was born." And
That was the message that we saw on ConspiraTea. The picture, the screenshot.
video, and I'm like, oh my god, like, congratulations, she's so cute. But I felt so bad because she done it on her own. She sent me a video of her walking out of the hospital with Bonnie Lee, this doll, in the car seat, and
So she made her friend to carry, and she was like very careful with what's a silicone baby all the time. This woman is demonic. Well, I don't know. I don't know if to admire her for the audacity, for the audacity, or I don't know what to do with Kira the liar.
she has, like, everything that the hospital would give you. But my mum seen on Facebook yesterday that it's like a baby box thing, and it's all the exact same bottles and dummies that Kira had for Bonnie Lee. So anyway, on the 10th of October, she decides to take the baby to her stepfather's dead grave. So she takes a picture of it and she posts it on Facebook, and then the next day she posts on Facebook thanking her gran and great gran for buying Bonnie Lee her first chair. And she even wrote on it, like, "I'm even opening my eyes to be nosy in it." But all through the pregnancy, she was saying
I cannot with her.
all through the pregnancy, she was saying that Jamie and his family.
You know, I totally understand because that is ADHD, and my sister has that. And every time we used to talk, it was the same thing. We like she could have stayed like in a position, and it was so funny. I said, "Stop it!" But my God, it's like I'm watching my sister right now. My sister, 5G. You know that. You know that.
The worst people ever. They didn't help her through it and painting them out to be really evil people. And she ends up on the second day, she takes the baby up to Jamie's house, and the mum says, "It's a doll, it's no moving, it's freezing cold." So Kira grabs the doll in the car seat, makes Jamie take her to Wisher General, says to Jamie, "You're not allowed in because you're not allowed in any of the appointments." And Jamie believed it because for the first appointment that he took her to,
So the guy never had a chance to go to any of the appointments. Probably he was like busy working or something, but still. How could she do this shit? My God. This is insane. In the case that she thought about it. She thought about the baby doll, those baby. I think I forgot the name of those babies. I think they're quite expensive because of all that detail they put. They must be so expensive. And yeah, how can she finance all this? How could she finance all this?
that you're not allowed in. So she comes out and she says to Jamie that the baby is fine with just to keep it wrapped up, and the baby has mucus. And she only says the baby has mucus because Jamie wanted a DNA test, and you can't.
He was smart. He was smart. He was smart.
You can't take a DNA test if the baby's got mucus. So she's very smart. She didn't miss anything out. And it's crazy because I believed it that much because she was sending me scanned pictures, she was sending me videos at the hospital, like, she just made everything seem so real. And then the third day, she texts me saying, "Neve, I need to get out of this house." So I text her and I say, "Do you want me to come and pick you up since you've just had a baby? I'll drive." And she was like, "Aye." And she says, "I'll bring the pram so we can go a walk," because she didn't ever want to sit in the house because people would ask her, like, can I have a hold of her, like, go up to her and touch her maybe, and she didn't want that because she didn't want anybody to realise that it was a doll so quick.
She didn't let anybody touch that baby. She had total control, so nobody could find her, find out it was fake.
And anyway, I go and get her, and I text her when I'm outside, and I say, Kira, I'm outside, do you want a hand? And she goes, no, it's okay. So anyway, I go to her door, and she doesn't expect me to be there, so the car seat is like facing out, and then I'm like, oh my god, she's tiny, she's so cute, because she's wrapped up, she's got a big hat on, and she's got a dummy on, and I'm like, oh my god, she's so cute, and Kira's like, I know, I have to keep her wrapped up, because we had her at the hospital yesterday, and I was just thinking, like, I said to her, Kira, we're not taking the way on a walk, because you've already took the baby to the hospital, and you've been told, like, it's too cold, to take it a walk. And she made Jamie take the baby a walk, like, up the kelpies and all that. And this doll you could actually feed, and literally, like, in the same minute it would shit.
All right, she really analyzed that doll, okay? To the point that she was planning everything. Oh my dear. Oh my dear.
That's what Jamie said. She never fed the baby when she was at mine. So anyway, she asked me, can you take me to Morrison's? And I say, aye, of course I can. That's where she works. So she wanted to show everybody in her work this doll. So we get there, and she says, Neve, can you push the pram till I get a couple of things? She was getting Red Bull and stuff. And then she takes the pram and she takes it up to the office bit, and everybody's coming out and looking in the pram, saying, oh my god, she's so cute, she's tiny, congratulations, putting money in. And
all right, so she took the baby to work, and people were giving her money. This is, my god, a scammer.
Then we get the doll back in mine, and I'm driving 20 mile an hour on the motorway, so I don't hit any bumps, I don't make, like, the baby scared or put it into shock or anything. Like, I was just being so careful with it because I had a doll in the car, well, which I thought was
a baby, but it's a doll.
And we come to my mum's, and my mum opens the door, and she's like, oh my god, it's so nice to see you, because Kira had been telling her all through her pregnancy that she couldn't wait to see her. And she sits down, and we lift, like, my mum goes to lift her cover up, and Kira slaps my mum's phone away, and my mum just sits back down, and we're just talking to Kira and that, and Kira stands up and, like, shows us these big nappy things that she's wearing. She's like, because of all the blood and all that. And so we're
Tell me who want to show that to people. Well, my sister was like after birth. I don't think we were close. Yeah, I never saw anything. She was very private on that. But that was part of the con, you know. She was working overtime on the con.
leaving her, and we're just, like, talking to Kira and asking her about everything, and she always had an answer for absolutely everything. She was still making Jamie and his family out to be these horrible people, and Jamie has phoned her asking for a DNA test, and she's like, no, I know that, like, no, the veins go up mucus, we can't do it.
Million excuses.
Her cousin had phoned her and said, Kira, I'm not being funny, but why have you took the Wayne up to your pal's house if it no even know your family's seen her? And she was like, I'll bring her up tomorrow. And her cousin was like, no, we've got a concert. So Kira was, like, getting ready to go, and my mum says, oh, you're not leaving without giving us a wee cuddle? And she's like, no, nobody's touching the Wayne, nobody's getting to hold the Wayne. I've already took her to the hospital yesterday, she's no well. And mum's like, alright. And I was like, right, Kira, come on, I'll just take you home, because it was a bit weird, like, just was. And when I'm taking her home, she phoned Jamie and was like, Jamie, you need to be at mine for this time to feed the Wayne. So that was fine. And then the next day comes, and I go on Snapchat to realise that all the pictures of Bonnie Lee and videos of Bonnie Lee have been deleted for our chats. So I text her, I'm like, Kira, what the fuck? Why have you deleted all the pictures of Bonnie Lee? She opens it and ignores.
Erasing the evidence. She knew she was going to get caught soon. That's why she did that shit.
And then I add Jamie on Snapchat and he sends laughing faces and I'm like, what the fuck? But my niece who works in Airdrie had sent me a message saying, Neve, is this a doll? And my mum had said, Neve, it might be a doll because she wouldn't let any of us touch it. And then it all came out. I don't know if it
Can you imagine a group, a group, a group, a group message like, "Is she a doll? Is she a doll? Do you see it? Do you see it?" Everybody in her friends analyzing. That fucking, this fucking liar. Cara the liar has a group chat, family group chat. Is it a doll?
mum or cousin that walked in on her and basically the doll was just left and she was on her phone. And everybody found out that it was a doll. And I just don't know how to feel right now. Like, I feel so fucking dumb because I was in Morrison's where I had the doll in my car, I had the doll in my house. Like, she was sitting in my house making bottles up and all that. Like, it's crazy. I just can't believe how much one person can affect somebody. And she has affected me like nobody else has ever affected me.
Who can't trust her will never.
Like, I feel like if somebody has to tell me I'm pregnant, I'm going to just punch it and be like, no, you're not. It's doll. Right,
From the
story
back.
time about Bonnie Lee and Kira Cousins.
All right. My God, this is insane. We're gonna see another video and then call it quits. Let me move this one.
So, this is Kira at her own gender reveal, and me looking like a fanny.
I still cannot. That movement. My sister couldn't even tie her shoes when she was pregnant. Couldn't even bend. I used to, everything that fell, when we were together, I used to get them and give it to her. This is insane.
At a gender reveal for a doll.
And that poor guy.
But at the time, believe
The con after 1 month relationship. This is insane.
I was being supportive for a friend. Then she also went to a wedding with a fake bump.
Look at that. So Kyra the liar. Look at that. Look at you, girl. I hope nobody in Scotland forget her face. No man in Scotland forget. You have to get a surgery or something. Do not forget this face. This woman is dangerous.
Then she said that the baby had heart problems. And then she was buying the baby clothes. And then the mum and gran bought the £1,000 pram. Then she sent me a video of the baby kicking. Then she posted on Facebook saying thanks to the gran and great gran for buying her a chair. Then there was...
Let's be honest. The baby didn't kick. She was pressing. This is so funny. I don't know. I'm not the most morally person I could watch on the internet because I still kind of freaking at the lengths that this lady is doing. We princess kicking and it was her pressing the fake, also silicone face. Look, this is the gossip of the decade. If there was in my family, and my family's Puerto Rican, the children of our children, the children of 4 generations. Let me stop.
Bonnie Lee, this doll. Then in a few seconds...
We already saw that, but let me see if I can find her. They say the Kyra cussing her social media and see where is what are her statements about all this situation. Let's see. Just give me 1 minute. All right. So if this is not her account. Know if this is her account, her Instagram, but there is like a super long ass post that this says, this trait for the aunt or the cousin that seems to be giving it bell tinker, thinking they know. I was still in bed when my own mother came into my room, stormed in, and found it to be a doll, and shouted downstairs. Prior to this, it's true, I had been keeping myself away from literally everyone, went into my own bubbles, didn't want anyone around me at all. The next I know, I was sitting against my door, wouldn't come down to be confronted by all the family. The family wanted to liar. Kira the liar. All the money that she could have, like she got from, this gun. The next I know, I was sitting against my door, wouldn't come down to be confronted by all the family that had been assembled. I was never in the shower or toilet. All right. My family then sat me down and asked me what had happened earlier in my pregnancy, which I will come out and address when I'm also ready to. Don't don't for 1 minute think either they led me away with half of this. They did not know. Oh, for real. Let's see. There is more here. There is a lot. So there's I'm I'm going to speak to someone for help. Girl, you have to be born again for that. You cannot have your face anymore. My dear Jesus. But let's see here. Says this one that says, oh shit, I don't have an account. Sorry. Anyway, let me go do this. So many, so many death threats. I know I've done wrong, but stop with them. All right, so let's see this one that is super long. So Neve is her friend, the one that we just watched. Neve is her name. So I'm so sorry. You were there for me through it all. You cried happy, tears picked me up, brought me places, believed everything I said. You didn't deserve to be lied to like, oh my God, to be lied to like that. None of you did. Your mom, your niece, everyone who came to the gender reveal, or all the people who gave me gifts or supports, I fucked it up, girl. I have no idea. And I hurt people a lot. And to everyone, and me, this lady, this meal, why they always like write this long ass shit? This is like a Gypsy Rose level. And to everyone I made look bad along the way, Jamie and his family, that is the guy, especially, I'm sorry, I made you out to be horrible people when really I was the one in the wrong. You imagine all the shit that this woman talk about that guy to family, friends, to everybody who can give her a ear. I wasn't pregnant. There was no baby. I made it up and kept it going way too far. I faked scans, messages, and a whole birth story and acted like a doll was a real baby. I know how bad it is. Fucked up. I just didn't know how to stop once I started. And this is more. I don't have proper excuse. I don't have a proper excuse. Yeah, I wasn't in a good headspace, but that doesn't make it. That doesn't. No, now it's me who's wrong. But that doesn't make what I did okay. I know this is gonna stick with me for a long time and that I've probably lost friends I'll never get back, girl. Of course. And I'm trying to figure myself out and get help because this version of me isn't someone I want to be. Let's be real. A person like this can be changed. Tell me. Answer in the comments. I know I ruined a lot of trust and that sorry won't fix everything, but it's all I can say right now. Well, this was a roller coaster, guys. Tell me what you think about it. My God, I know there is another pregnancy story, older story that is also insane. Okay, it's also insane. And bear with me, I'm still learning about this reacting stuff. Yeah, I'm not that good, but here we go. Here we go. See you guys in the next one. Bye.